Hello, it's Matty here from Redware. I'm going to show you how you can install our Power BI connector for Sage 50C. That's the UK, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa version. Sorry, not the American or Spanish version. Anyway, after this installation, you'll get a snapshot of your data in our Power BI template. You need to register and download an app for Windows to get access to the snapshot of your Sage data for our Redware Power BI connector for Sage 50. So sign up here, top left at redware.com, and enter in your email address, the password. You'll need to know that later, and then choose your product, which is going to be Power BI Sage 50 connector, and then register. Now, it's important that you keep your serial number and that you remember your username and password for later. So if you click here to install the connector, it will do a standard Windows install. I'm afraid you need a Windows machine and you need to click this setup, and you may need to answer some prompts there for it to load up your software. Once the software is loaded, you'll need to register your license. So you need to click on Setup, License, click Add, paste in your serial number, and press Save. Now you'll need to go and set up your Sage connection. So if you go to the Setup Sage and press Edit, you see here it's actually going through to the demo data of Sage. To connect to your own data, you're going to need to put the correct folder and username and password here. If you go into Sage and if you look at Help About, you'll be able to see your data directory. And then you need to make sure that it's the subfolder Act Data. So here's your data directory. Click here and make sure it's the Act Data folder. And that is the folder that you're going to need to put in to connect to your own Sage. And please note as well that if you're not using the latest version of Sage, if you look at the Redware Sage connector page, you can see here different versions you can connect for your different versions of Sage here. Once you've connected to Sage, just test that everything's okay with the connection. Check your license is okay. And then if you go to the Power BI screen, you'll see this is all pre-configured for you. It's going to upload to the web. So if you create the data files, they're going to run through and push that data into the web for you to be available from your Power BI template app or from your PBIX. So that's complete. We can see a successful message. And now we either go to our template or to our PBIX to have a look at the snapshot of our data. To get hold of the app, we'll either get it from the Microsoft App Store or we'll get it here by clicking on this link here for the Power BI template. Once you have your template installed, you'll see that it's got the default data in there. If you've already set up your data snapshot, you want to bring that data in. So at the top here, you need to connect your data. And here under serial, you can paste in your serial number. Next, you need to authenticate using the same details that you logged on to the Redware website with. And if you've got those details correct, it's basic authentication, by the way. It will download and refresh your data. Now you have your data in there. And remember, you can analyze in Excel with your template and doing anything else that you would need to do with your template. Next, I'm going to show you how to do the same thing, but with PBIX that we supply. So you can have total control. The PBIX will give you a lot more flexibility and you can create your own reports. So to get hold of that from the Power BI menu, if you modify it, you'll see here your PBIX, which you can open like that. And it's going to open it in Power BI desktop, which you need to have on your machine. Once the PBIX file is open, it's going to be showing you demo data and you need to change the parameters. But before you do that, better to edit the data source settings just to change the credentials. So we change the credentials here under edit permissions, and we want a public privacy level. And we're just going to choose basic, and we're going to put in our credentials we used to log on to Redware with. Now those credentials are there, we can edit the parameters, and we're going to put in our serial number here, and that, when we apply the changes, is going to bring down a snapshot of the data from the web server, and that will contain our data in the Power BI. And now that that's done, we can view all the data here. If we transform data, we can view the data in these files, and everything is available to us, and we can easily using the data model. And we plan to have a series of videos to help you do all of that. So please go ahead and download our software, make a note of your serial number, get your snapshot down into Power BI, and hopefully you like what you see. You get a snapshot for free. And after that, you can subscribe to our service, get your snapshot updated daily. Thank you.